guys and gals, this is Barbie Figueroa with RiseMarketingAndDesign.com, and thank you so much for watching my video. So in today's video, I'm going to answer some questions that I've been receiving lately about how do you start getting results? How do you get people to sign up? How do you get people to stick and continue to pay for their services, which is basically retention? And how do you get to that point where you are building momentum? And so it's funny because I truly believe that when you start to ask better questions, you start to get better answers. And recently, I've been binge watching Dave Ramsey. He is a financial expert, but there's something very special about Dave, and that is he has financial advice from a biblical perspective. So in this video, I'm going to kind of go places that I really haven't gone before in my channel, but I really want to share it with you because I think that it will definitely help those who have eyes to see and ears to hear about what it really truly takes to start building a business that not only is successful, but that continues to grow and grow over time. All right. So with that being said, like I said, I have been really listening hard to Dave Ramsey. So I want to share some of the things that I've learned from him that even you can apply to your own business. So if you want to know what those things are, then keep on watching. Alright guys and gals, again, this is Barbie Figueroa with RiseMarketingAndDesign.com. Please take just one little moment to like this video and subscribe to my channel. I would truly, truly appreciate that. Alright guys and gals, well, okay, let me just set the premise really quickly. I'm not going to do a deep dive into anything religious or anything like that. That's not what I'm here for, okay? But I think it's obvious that I am a woman of faith, okay? And a lot of people know this, and people contact me. They kind of know this already, right? But I'm not overt about it. I'm more about, being the person and not talking about it, right? And that has been my goal, because I used to be the person that talked about things a lot. I used to talk about success and talk about all these things that, we wanted to achieve or things like that. But I was like, I have to be that person. I'm going to walk my walk and talk my talk. And I will need to, in order to do that, I need to surrender to a lot of the bad habits that I had. I needed to surrender to a lot of the wrong attitudes that I had before. And honestly, my life has changed significantly. Now, if you want to, explore more about my story, I have it on my website. You can go to www.risemarketinganddesign.com/about. I talk about it there. I've had a life and spiritual transformation unlike anything that I ever even knew could be possible. And it's all because I am a woman of faith, all right? Now, with that being said, I want to kind of address a couple of questions that I've received just in the last week, okay? One of them is, how do I get people to stick? Like, how do I get people to, after I generate them as a lead, how do I get them to sign up, right? And here's the thing. There is nothing that you can actually do to forcefully make anyone sign up. You cannot control that. You absolutely cannot control that. All you can control are your actions, right? So I was digging a little deeper. I'm not going to name any names because, but I think it's a really good example that we think we might be on the wrong track and we're actually on a good track, right? So this person was saying that they had generated 45 leads and they had 2 signups. And I was like, are you kidding me? That's really good. So he's like, well, how do I get them to, to like stay, like to retain them, and I'm like, well, that is all in the relationships that you start building with people. You need to start connecting with people. You need to start engaging with people. You need to have that know, like, trust factor so that people know that you are there to support and help them, right? And I'm getting to the Dave Ramsey stuff in just a second. And so I said, what are you doing? Are you following up? Are you creating content? Are you engaging with them? Are you connecting with them? And he just said, nope. So that is a big problem. See, sales just starts with the transaction. That's not where the process ends. Once you sign someone up, now you want to go into retention mode. And retention mode just simply means taking care of the people that you signed up. You know, there's one thing that I really pride myself in, and I really try hard to do this. And I am only one person. I do not have an assistant. I don't have a secretary. I don't have anyone helping me at the moment, right? But one thing that I know is super duper important, and that is to be present for the people that you sign up, right? So I have this, I have an ongoing thing with my team that I don't answer technical questions. That is what support is for. But if you have a quick question, if I can do a quick little tutorial for you, if you send me an email, by gosh, you can expect an answer from me at least within 24 hours. I will do my darndest to make sure that that person knows that I care about them, I value that they are paying a monthly bill, and that I am going to be there for them. And my team knows this, right? And so because I do that, right, I believe that is one of the reasons that my retention is really high, aside from the fact that we have an incredible product. And if you don't know what that product is, it is a digital marketing platform. We have an all-in-one digital marketing solution, which is absolutely phenomenal. And if you want to learn more about it, I will have some links right below this video for you to check it out. If you are in the trying to get a business off the ground, or if you're in affiliate marketing, network marketing, or your coach, and you want to start growing and scaling your business online with all the tools that you need to make that happen, I will have a link right below this video where you can learn more about the all-in-one digital marketing platform that I'm aligned with, that I use to build my business. Okay, so that is a huge part. So then after I told this gentleman my answer, I said, your main goal is that you need to keep generating leads. You have to keep on going. You have to keep on doing the thing over and over and over again. You cannot stop. Just because you sign up a couple people, you cannot get comfortable. You have to keep going. It's your job to keep going, to generate leads, to do the whole process over and over and over again. Create content, generate leads, expose leads to your offers, follow up with those people, sign them up, serve them, and then start the process and never stop the process. You continue the process over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And that is part of the job. Now, why do I mention Dave Ramsey in all of this, right? Because Dave Ramsey is notorious for helping people get out of debt, right? So his goal is to you have absolutely no debt whatsoever. And so, people are like, well, how in the world can I get out of debt? I have these expenses, I have this, I have that. And, should I do it little by little? Should I whatever? And, at first I thought, man, this man is radical. This man is absolutely radical. But after realizing that what he teaches in regards to debt is what I've been doing in my business to grow my business, I was like, dang, he's right. He's absolutely right. So then I was like, once I made that connection that what his advice was obviously right in the financial sector, I was like, yeah, I need to start listening to this guy, because what he is saying, if it works here, it's going to work here, right? And what he's saying worked in my business. So part of his 7-step process to creating wealth and generational wealth, where you get to a point where you change your family tree. And I realized that's one of the things that I want to do. I want to change my family tree. I want that my kids have a jump start, okay, in life that I didn't have. Both my husband and I have never had really anything. And we don't really value like money per se in the way that the world values it. We see it as a way to help others, right? So we help ourselves first, but then we help others, right? That's the whole basis of this faith, to serve others, right? And that is one big thing that I implement in my business, which goes back to, are you following up? Are you serving? Why is your retention rate high? Why do people cancel all the time? Because we're not serving our downline. We're not serving the people that we sign up. That doesn't mean that you are a crutch and that you do things for them. It just means that you are there, that you are present, that they know that if they need anything, that you are present for them. And that's what I do. That's what we should do. Okay. Now, there's a part where he has the 7 baby steps. Let me go ahead, and I'm actually reading this book right now, and I highly encourage you to pick it up. It's called The Legacy Journey, and basically it is about changing your family tree. He teaches you about generosity and how to help the future generations. As a matter of fact, one thing I love that he says in the book, and it really made me think, it says in Proverbs 13:22, a good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children. A good man leaves an inheritance to his children's children. And I was like, that's what it's about. It's about changing the family tree. That's what we're doing, okay? But in those steps, okay, he has his baby steps, which I highly encourage you that if you haven't gone through his baby steps, because once you start learning his baby steps, even if you are, maybe you are okay financially or whatever, his baby steps work really good. They're a great parallel for building this business, okay? So I'm just going to go, first of all, to baby step 2, which he says, pay off all your debt except your home mortgage using the Debt Snowball. So he talks about the Debt Snowball. And there's this really great video on YouTube. I don't know if you've seen it, but it was just incredible, right? So he says that when you are paying off debt, that you have to be disciplined, you have to be consistent, you have to sacrifice, and you have to run. You have to run like a gazelle, running away from a cheetah. You have to run. You have to run for your life.
But, I mean, how are you going to talk to people about gazelles and debt? This doesn't. That night, God answered my prayer. I was scanning the channels, and I hit the Discovery Channel. And there on the Discovery Channel, there was the gazelles. They were out there gazelling around. And what were they doing? Well, I said, here it is. There's the gazelles. And the gazelles were not there by themselves, right? Somebody else was around, right? Looking for lunch in all the right places. And gazelles, they have a cheetah detector right behind their ear. When they see a cheetah, they go like, uh-oh, cheetah! Run! Now, the Discovery Channel said that the cheetah is the fastest animal on dry land. We had to slow this down so I'd have time to talk. He goes from 0 to 47 miles an hour in 4 leaps. Now, it's starting to come clear to me. Here's how you get out of debt. You deliver yourself like the gazelle from the hand of the hunter. The primary predator of the gazelle is the cheetah. Here's how you get out of debt. You run! You gotta bust it! Look, he picked out the college student, didn't he? Hey, you want a free hat? Hey, I'll give you a t-shirt. Just sign up for this credit card. You want a pizza? Hey, come here, kid. You need to build up your FICO score. Come here, kid. That was how you get out of debt. You got to run, baby. You got to put it in gear. You got to go, 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 go.
And that's exactly the way that you have to build this type of business. You get in, you sign up, you have your plan, and then you start to run. You run, you implement that plan, you take those actions every day, you get up, you create that content, you send people to your funnels, those people see your funnels, you follow up with those people, you invite them to join, and when they join, you serve them, and you serve them by helping them, and you do the cycle over and over and over and over and over and over and over again until you are at a place in your business that you have reached your first goal. His first goal is $1,000 in your savings account, right? What I tell my team is your first goal is what is your financial alleviation goal? And for some of you, you only need $500, and that would loosen the noose. Forget 6 figures for now. 6 figures will come. It took me 2 years to finally earn 6 figures. I've never done that before. I've never done that before in one company, ever. But it took me 2 years. How? Because I ran. I was focused. You know that my team's motto is faith, focus, and massive action. Little did I know I was actually following Dave Ramsey's financial advice in my business. So I was like, wait a minute, this works in business. I can apply to the financial stuff too, okay? But I ran. and I ran and I ran and I ran and I did the same things over and over and over again. I swear anyone would have said I was crazy. And he says, when you're on this plan, you know you're on the right track when your friends think you're crazy, right? And I was just, people just, she's always pumping out videos, she's always doing this, she's doing that. And people ask me, well, what do you do? And how do you build your business? And how do you sign people up? And I ran. The first goal was to get to my financial alleviation goal. For me, my financial alleviation goal for me was I had to get to $1,200, right? A month, so that I no longer had to take an additional a web design client. Okay. My goal was to create passive residual income. In order to burn the boats, right, I had to make $1,200, right? So I came into the company that I'm with, all right, and they pay 100% commission on the first sale. And so I did the math. I was like, okay, all I need is this amount of people in this amount of time to replace the income so that I can get to this place. So what do I have to do? I have to run, okay? So I thought, wow, that is really incredible. So if you want to build a business that truly makes a change, that grows, that people sign up, they stay, people are going to quit. Don't get me wrong. People quit, people cancel, okay? But if you want to get to that point of where you are building that snowball of momentum, so that snowball starts to grow exponentially, multiply because of the work that you did, right? Because the next steps in his system is, once you hit that $1,000, which for me is your financial alleviation goal, get your financial alleviation goal set. Maybe it's only 500. So you run like crazy. You create that content. You serve your team like you've never served them before. Even if you have 2 people, when you're at 500, until you get to the $500 that you need to loosen the noose off your neck. Step 2 is then you pay off all that debt, right? That's basically, you make sure you're hitting your financial alleviation goal. So what is it? You have to be like maniacal, okay? Is that a word? You have to be relentlessly focused, working every single day, focused on one thing. I have people have told me, oh, I'm kind of all over the place. I kind of have shiny object syndrome. You have to cut it out. It's a change of habit. I love that he says, creating wealth or creating wealth and getting rid of debt is 20% knowledge and 80% behavior. I was like, ouch, you're right. When I was struggling and I was failing and I could not hit my goals, guess what I was doing? I was all over the place. I did not focus. I would sign up for something if I thought it was going to make me more money. And I would not prosper where I was planted. I would not focus on the goal of where I was at. And that's the problem. So once you know that the problem is really our behaviors, right? Then we can do something about it. Like right now, losing weight. I gotta lose some weight, right? And I know it's me, but I have to focus on it. And I will. But I know it's me. I'm not blaming anyone else. It is me, right? So you got to get to that point where you're like, it is me. I'm in the wrong location. I'm not following my passion. I'm not aligned with my gifts, strengths, and talents. I'm not taking the right actions. I don't have the right goals. I don't know what my overall vision is, and the more success I started to create, the more solid my vision became. And he talks about that. He says, the closer you come to becoming debt-free, you start to see that light solidify at the end of the tunnel. And that's kind of what it looks like when you're building this business. You're like, yeah, I'm starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel where what I'm doing is actually working. I'm planting roots. My house is on rock. And it feels really, really good. And until you get to that point that you are hyper focused, okay? And you can start really seeing that light at the end of the tunnel, right? Because you've worked so much, so hard, so relentlessly, so consistently, okay? And let me tell you, when you're building a house, when I was building my business, I was working hard, and then 2 or 3 people wouldn't pay their bill the next month. They would, they would cancel, or they would, go inactive or whatever. And man, it was like a blow. But I was like, wait, I have 30 active people, and then maybe 2 canceled. So I have to keep my focus on those 30 people and keep going and keep going and keep going. And even if I lose a few along the way, I wish them well, I wish them success always, but I got to keep going because I have to change my life. I have to make this change. I'm 47 years old at the time. I'm 47. This is my last chance. And I can't screw it up. Right? I don't want to be that woman that's in her grave who died with her dreams inside her. I don't want to be that mom that didn't leave anything for her children. I don't want to be that person. And that is what motivated me. So when I read his book and he said, it's not just about yourself or your children. It's about changing your family tree. And wow, what a parallel that is for this business. You know why? Because when you invest in your team, when you love your team, you help your team, you serve your team, you're not just changing your life. You're not just putting money in your bank account. You are helping them help their family. And if they help their family, they help their family. It's a ripple effect that can change a family tree. And that's why it's important to stay focused. You have got to stay focused. You have got to do what you have got to do, even if it means doing it over and over and over and over and over again. But let me tell you, the satisfaction of doing the same thing over and over and over again, and it works, and it grows, and it multiplies, and it impacts people all around the world. I've got people in my team that are in Africa, South Africa, Australia, Singapore. I'm just a little stay-at-home mom who was a reject in high school, in the drama club. And you can make a huge impact. All right? So, oh my gosh, I have gone on a rant, but I hope that this helps you. You have got to stop thinking just about yourself, right? When you are building this kind of business, affiliate marketing. I like affiliate marketing because there is no this big pressure to rank up and this and that. You know what I mean? It's a lot less stressful than the network marketing model, depending on the company you're at, But the bottom line is things have an order. Just like Dave Ramsey has his 7 steps. You can't get out of debt before you save that $1,000 for your emergency fund, right? In this business, you can't enjoy this nice residual passive income until you buckle down and run like heck and do the work, have your feet firmly planted in the ground in massive focus, and you reach your first financial alleviation goal. You are not going to reach 6 figures until you reach your financial alleviation goal. Okay? There is an order to things. I discovered when I had my life transformation, okay, that there was an order to things. I had things out of order. I had work and then family kind of there and this, and it didn't work. Things were out of order. And when I discovered that it was faith, family, work, and ministry can mean different things. It can be charity, helping others, things like that. Okay, you have to help first of all, you have to have faith. For me, and you have to faith in God and Jesus. Okay, that is absolutely the first thing, because that's where my source of creativity and everything comes from. So I have to be connected. Okay, then my family. I have to honor my family time. I have to, change this family tree for them. Okay. And then work. Before, I was trying to fit my family around my business. That was wrong. I was miserable. Go read my story. And I changed it around. And now my family is the focus that I build my business around. That's why I love this kind of business, because you can work when you want, you can use videos and funnels, and they keep selling for you, and you keep making money even when you're not on your computer. And that is why I'm in this kind of business. And then ministry, which is once you have the oxygen mask on yourself, then you can really, truly help others, which he talks about in this book. It's almost the same thing. He's you know, he's got it in order, you know. So I highly encourage you that if you are still struggling in the business part, right? If you're not like at, you know, a more advanced level, you should go through like his money makeover, where he talks about the baby steps, get to that point. But then when you get here, that's because you already see the light at the end of the tunnel, and you know you want to change your family tree. And that's basically what our goal is. And once you do that, changing your family tree means that you can provide for that you leave an inheritance for your children's children, and that you can give and truly make an impact. You know, you can literally, you know, it feels great where, you know, someone is in trouble, and you can say, here, $500, I want to help you out. Or, you know, you can donate to a cause that you are passionate about, or you can, you know, help that person at the Dunkin' Donut line who can't even pay for their coffee and donut, and buy them their breakfast. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can do those little things now, you know. It's always good, right? But anyway, so I hope that you get value from what I shared with you. You know, success, there is an order to godly success, okay? I can't speak for the world. I've done it the world's way. Didn't work for me. Always was stressed out. Always was going for the wrong things, for the accolades, for the rank, for the money, for the material stuff. And that was me before. Talk about it. Talk about it. But I wasn't truly living it. Now, for me, my goals are surrounded by what Jesus commands us, which the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness. The things that are unseen, right? The things that the world really doesn't teach us much of, if I'm being totally honest, right? So those are the gifts. Those are the things I'm going for, right? So when you are building this kind of business, okay, you've got to do those things in order. So I'm not going to go any deeper. I could literally talk about this for hours. I highly encourage you to go grab this book. You're going to learn a ton just from the first couple of chapters. I'm only a couple of chapters in, but I've been watching his videos like crazy. As a matter of fact, I will link a few of his videos right below in my description box, because Dave Ramsey has been having... Funny thing is, I used to avoid him like the plague when I was broke. I avoided him like the plague because I was so full of pride that I didn't want anyone to tell me that I was doing something the wrong way. I didn't want to face that ugly truth. But once I did, I was able to, you know, really like look in the mirror and say, okay, it's me. I can fix me. I can control my actions. I can control my thoughts. I can control my behavior. So let's get to it, Barb. Okay. So I hope that you got some value out of this. You know, I mean, I've had these questions lately, and you know, you've got to stay focused. You have to have faith. You have to take massive action. You have got to follow a plan, and you have to be ridiculously, relentlessly committed to that plan. And you got to keep going and keep going till you hit that first goal, so that then you can hit that snowball, which helps you build momentum and then cycle it over and over and over again until your team starts to grow and multiply and becomes bigger than you, and it impacts more people than just you. And it's a beautiful thing, and it's totally worth it. And I hope that you got value from this. So anyway, this has been Barbie Figueroa. I hope that this video helped you. If it did, please go ahead and like this video and subscribe to my channel. And make sure to hit that notification bell if you want to be alerted the next time that I upload a video to my YouTube channel. And if you want to learn more about the business that has helped me reach a level of more peace of mind and will help you, you know, build a successful business online,
regardless of what niche you're in, because our tools can help you create that leverage, that scalability, that freedom that you're looking for online. If you want to learn more about that, I will have a link right below this video in the description box, so make sure to check it out. You can even activate a 14-day free trial with no obligation and totally risk-free, and that'll make me your sponsoring affiliate, and we can work together. So if you want to do that, I'll have that link right below this video. So with that being said, thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much. I hope I didn't scare too many people away, but I just had to share my heart with you, because sometimes we need to be told the truth. You know, we need to be told what we need to hear.
And sometimes as a leader, it's not easy to do that. You want to, you sometimes you just got to hear those hard things, but those things are what's going to sharpen you and make you better at what you do. So this has been Barbie Figueroa with RiseMarketingAndDesign.com. Thank you so much for watching. Be bold, be blessed. Love you all. And I'll catch you on another video. Bye.